Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now guys. If you guys are able to listen me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Good evening everyone, good evening. I hope that I'm live right now guys. Yes, no issues with the audio or the video, right guys? Okay, awesome, guys. Awesome. So, how was your day, guys? How was your day? How was your day, guys? Please let me know. How was your day, guys? Please let me know. Nice, good, not bad. Did you guys try to practice what we learned in our yesterday's class? Did you guys practice what we learned in our yesterday's class, guys? Please let me know. Yes. See, guys, my point of view is always that no matter you guys are coming to the class every single day, that's really great, guys. That's really commendable. You should give a pat on your back itself. But always remember, guys, the class is only that much sufficient and that much efficient for you if and only if after the end of the class you practice that stuff out. Okay, programming is one of the fields in which theory knowledge is not sufficient. Yes, you should have theoretical knowledge as well. I'm not saying that the theory knowledge is like you shouldn't do it or something like that, but practice is much more important, and daily practice is what makes you a better programmer. Okay, so whatever we will learn in our daily class, guys, every single day we are going to learn new stuff. Every single day we are going to practice something as well, but practicing it properly after the class is much more important, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. How can we get the DevTown t-shirt? Okay. No issues in that, guys. We have a lot in plan for you guys. Okay. One more surprise is there in today's class, guys, that I have already told some of the students from our previous boot camps. So the previous boot camp students might know about the surprise, but today I have a small surprise for you guys. How many of you guys know HTML? Don't know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? Could you guys let me know? Let us create a poll, guys. Let us create a poll right over here, guys. Okay. Let us create a poll. Uh, how many of you don't know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? Okay. Uh, I don't know. I have learned it. Okay. So I'm just creating a poll for you guys. Okay. I have a small surprise for you guys at the end of the class. Many of the students might know about the surprise as well. Many of you guys might not know. So I wanted to make sure that the Storm Surfer, thank you so much for answering that. Okay. So today we are having Goku and Groot participating in today's class. The reason why I removed Naruto was that he's still there, guys, but he's hidden. Every single day, I will try to change up the anime characters to bring in something new for you guys. Okay, so yeah, this is Naruto still there, guys. He's still there, just hidden from your view. Okay, so I've provided you guys with an option right over there, guys, for the question that is for today's class. And let's start with our today's class, guys. So just a quick revision. What have we learned in our yesterday's class? Just a quick revision, and then we'll start with our today's class, guys. What have we learned in our yesterday's class, guys? Could you guys let me know? What have we learned in our yesterday's class? Could you guys let me know that? We learned about console.log. We learned about 5 pillars of web development. We learned about a little bit of JavaScript, alert, prompt. We learned about console, good. What else did we learn in our yesterday's class, guys? Alert, prompt, console.log. Okay, these are the stuff that we learned. Variables. We learned about variables in our yesterday's class. So today we are going to start off with something new. Like I said, yesterday's problem statement was that we were able to write multiple lines of code inside of the console, but the problem that we were facing was we had to press shift enter every single time that we were doing that. So today we will try to solve that problem. I don't want to press shift enter every single time I want to go to the next line. So for that, we are going to use something different that is called as snippets inside of the developer's console. Okay, so let's get started with that. Okay, let's get started with that, guys. So what I'm going to do right now is, first of all, unlike yesterday, this time I'm going to share my screen, guys. Yesterday I forgot to share my screen and you guys were scolding me for that. So let me first share my screen. Okay, give me a second, guys. Share screen. Let me present the entire screen for you guys so it is much more convenient for me as well. And I think so this layout is the most intuitive one for me. And let's get started with our course. So let me just open up your chat on my mobile phone. I've already opened it up so that I'm able to see what you guys are typing all about. Okay, great, awesome. So today we are going to understand what is undefined. Today we are going to understand what are functions, how to create a function, how to use a function. Today we are going to start by understanding why the console actually exists and what is Node.js. Okay, so that will be the aim of today's class, guys. Today we will be starting out with backend. Like I said, we have to cover a lot of things, guys, and we have very little time that is available. 7 days is not a lot of time. So let's get started about it, guys. So whenever you open up any website, same way, right click, inspect option, and from here you are able to see console. This is where we were writing our code up till yesterday, right? Now we cannot use console, guys. I don't want to do shift enter every single time. So we are going to go further with another part of our developers inspect option itself, that is sources. On the top you will be able to see sources on the right hand side of console. Are you guys able to see that? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see the console on the right hand side of sources on the right hand side of console, guys? Please let me know. Yes, so we'll click on sources. Inside of sources, we will click on this show navigator button on the left hand side, the show navigator button, guys. Once we click on that, we will be able to see these double arrows, guys. You will be able to see these double arrows. There are a lot of different things, guys, like pages, file system, overrides, content scripts, and snippets from that option, from that double arrow itself. We are going to select snippets right over there. Once you select snippets, guys, you are able to see a lot of different stuff opening up. And this is where we are going to start writing our code from now onwards for just the next few minutes itself. After that, we are going to go into an IDE. So first of all, guys, what do you mean by snippet in normal English? I don't know anything about programming, guys. What do you understand by snippets in normal English? Could you guys let me know? Could you guys let me know what is the meaning of the term snippets in normal English? Can somebody let me know that? And the meanwhile, okay, the inverter is working. Okay, snippet is a small part, a small paragraph, small notes, okay, all these kind of stuff. So similar to that, guys, right over here, we want to write small pieces of code. Small pieces of code is also called as a snippet as well. So we'll create a new snippet, a new small piece of code. To create that, we'll just click on this new snippet button. Now you can name it as anything. You can name it as Goku.js, you can name it as Groot.js, you can name it as Naruto.js, Shaurya.js, Index.js, whatever you want to name it as. But the .js extension remains common right over there. Just like you're having a doc, PDF, .ppt, docs, these refer to the file type. Here the file type is a JavaScript file itself. Inside of that file, it is going to contain the JavaScript code for us. Hence the .js extension. So let us name it as index.js, guys. Okay, so we'll create an index.js right over here. And inside of this index.js, we are going to continue writing our code. Okay, we're going to continue writing our code inside of this index.js, guys. Now, please try to understand one thing about this, guys. This is just like your Word document. Just like your Microsoft Word is there, you go there, you want to write a paragraph, you continue writing it, you want to go to the next line, you just press enter, you go to the next line, and you continue writing your paragraph itself. Similar to that, right over here as well, treat it up as a Word document in which you are going to write your JavaScript code. Just continue writing your JavaScript code normally itself, press enter to go to the next line, and let's see how that works. We'll just take up the exact same code from yesterday. Okay, so var user is equals to your prompt, and then you are having prompt as what is your name. Okay, I'm not changing anything, guys. The same way, whatever same code that I had written yesterday, I'm just using that. To go to the next line, you just have to press enter. To go to the next line, guys, you just have to press enter right over here. Pressing enter will make sure that you are able to go to the next line, and this is where we'll continue writing our code. The next line was alert, guys. So alert, alert, and then you are having your hi space and then user plus comma welcome to DevTown. Okay, a very simple message right over here that I want to showcase, and then the semicolon at the end. Now to save this code, I can just do Control S right over here. That will save my code inside of index.js, and then to run this code, okay, all the code that is present inside of our index.js, if you want to run that snippet of code, we just have to click on this play button, that is the play button downstairs. Are you guys able to see this play button downstairs, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this play button downstairs? Please let me know, guys. This control plus enter play button that is there downstairs, please let me know. Yes, everybody is able to see this play button downstairs. To run this particular file, that is index.js, it will run all the code present in that particular file, guys. You just click on this play button, and as we're able to see, we are getting a prompt. What is your name? Let us take up a name itself, guys. So we'll take up one name from the students itself. I hope you guys will not feel otherwise. I'm just finding a very simple name right over here. So any simple name, guys, any simple name. Okay, any simple name. Okay, we'll take up the name of Nikhil. So we'll just take up the name of Nikhil, guys. Nikhil. Nikhil, I'm very sorry if I'm butchering the spelling of the name itself. I'm not good with that. So Nikhil, I'm just entering up right over there. And as you are able to see, we are getting a custom message. Hi, Nikhil, welcome to DevTown. So whatever code that we are able to write right over here, it is getting executed. Now let's come to a problem statement, guys. What if there were multiple users coming to your website? The first user comes to your website. You want to take his name as an input. You want to showcase a custom message to that particular person. Hi, Nikhil, welcome to DevTown. Now, Nikhil spends some time on our website, maybe 5 minutes, and then he leaves the website. Now, a secondary person is coming to the website. You want to show him a message as well. Let's assume his name is Piyu. So I will just show him a message. Hi, Piyu, welcome to DevTown. Now he uses the website for 1 minute and then he leaves. Then the next person is coming up. So there is not a definitive time right over there. And for every single user coming to your website, you have to show him a message. Now you are not going to do this, that you're copy pasting these 2 lines of code for the 10,000 users coming to your website. There are 2 problems with that. First, the size of your file, the size of your code will increase drastically. For 10,000 users, you will have to write 20,000 lines of code. Even if you're copy pasting it, still it is 20,000 lines of code that you have to write. So the size of the file is increasing. Maybe if this code was 5 lines long, then you will have to write 50,000 lines of code. Again, the size of the file is increasing. Secondly, if I want to change the message, once I've written those 50,000 lines of code, I want to change the message a little bit. I want to change the message from hi user, welcome to DevTown, hi Nikhil, welcome to DevTown, to hi Nikhil, how was your day? Okay, I want to change the message. So I have to change it in 10,000 lines of code. I have to go through every single line of code and change it. It takes a huge amount of time and a huge amount of space, and we don't want to do that. So a solution for that came up is what we call as a nickname for a piece of code. Yesterday we saw variables, right? Yesterday we saw a variable. What is a variable? Variable is a nickname for some value that it contains, and it refers to that value. So instead of using that value again and again and again, we can directly use the variable name. We can directly use the nickname that we have assigned. Similar to that, for these two lines of code as well, we can assign a nickname to these two lines of code. And instead of writing this code again and again, we can just use that nickname, which will refer to these two lines of code. It is just similar to variables, but instead of having value inside of it, it has a piece of code. And that is what we want to implement right over here. And this is what is called as a function. Creating a function in JavaScript is very simple, guys. Let us start. So have you guys understood this concept of nicknaming for a particular piece of code, guys? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know, guys. Is everybody able to understand this intuition for that? Please let me know. Yes? Awesome, guys. You guys are so intelligent. So let us start with that, guys. So we'll create a function right over here. We'll start by defining that we want to create a function. So we need to tell JavaScript that this is a function that we are creating. So then we have to write function, 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 and then the name of the function that you want to create. So I want to name it as greeting because we are greeting the user itself. So greeting, greeting, and then parenthesis right over here, and then semicolon, and then your curly braces. Now, what is the use of this parenthesis? I'll be explaining you guys in the next 5 minutes. Okay, for now, just keep in mind that this parenthesis exists right over here. What is the use of that? Why does it exist? What is it called? I'll be explaining you guys in the next 5 minutes. Once I put up the parenthesis, guys, inside this curly braces, whatever code you want this particular function greeting to contain, you will put that code inside of these curly braces. For example, this function greeting, I wanted to contain these two pieces of code. So I'll just cut it from right over here and paste it inside of this. Okay. So as you're able to see, this function greeting now contains these two lines of code. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. So whatever code we want this particular function to contain, I will just put it up inside of these curly braces. Now, if I save this, according to me, I have created a function. According to me, I have created a function, and when I should click on the play button, this function should get executed. But you will see very soon that nothing happens. For example, if I'm clicking on this play button, as you're able to see, nothing is happening. I'm not getting any kind of alert. I'm not getting any kind of prompt. Nothing is happening right over there. What is the reason behind it? The reason is that right over here, you have just declared a function. You have just told what does this function do. For example, if I bring this Groot right over here and I try explaining it to you guys that, okay, this is Groot. He's called as the baby Groot itself. He can save you from some aliens right over there. He can grow his arms and limbs. And he has various different features as well. He grows with time into King Groot, which is much more powerful than Hulk as well. So I've given you just a description about Groot. I've just told you about Groot itself. You now, if you are stuck, now some aliens abduct you at some particular point of time. Alien species comes and abducts you from Earth. Now, if you want Groot to help you, to avail all the features that Groot promised to provide it to you to save you, you will have to call Groot up. You will have to call Groot up that Groot, please come here and help me. And that is what we need to do right over here as well. Here we have just declared what this function can do. That is the declaration of the function, that this is the name of the function. This is what features it can provide to us. But to use that function, we need to call it. And hence, to call a function, it is pretty simple, guys. Just write the name of the function, greeting, greeting, and then parenthesis. That's it. Greeting, and then parenthesis, and then semicolon, of course. Once you put that, you can now save your code. And now if I run this, you are able to see that I'm getting the prompt. I'm going to write Groot as an input, and I'm getting, hi Groot, welcome to DevTown. I'm getting, hi Groot, welcome to DevTown. Now, that you have understood how to declare a function, you have understood how to call a function, we need to understand what are these parentheses and why are they there for. Okay, what are these parentheses and why are they here? So please try to understand it. For example, if you're calling Goku to help you, you need to provide Goku with some information as well. For example, where are you currently present at? who is abducting you, how can Goku help. Maybe some information is needed by Goku to actually come there and help you. Similar to that, when you're declaring a function, there might be some things that the function actually needs for that function to actually work. For example, in the message, if I'm putting up hi user and then your age is plus age, okay, now this function requires the age of the user to work properly as well. Okay, now this user requires the age of the user to now this function greeting requires the age of the user to actually work well, right? So it needs to be provided. This greeting function has a requirement that if there is no age given to it, it might not work properly. In the declaration, in the definition of the function itself, it is present that it actually requires age to work properly itself. And that age is what we put right over here, that this function greeting to work properly requires a particular uh, parameter itself, that is age. Age is what we call as parameter, guys. Age is what we call as parameter. So this function greeting requires the parameter age for it to work properly. Now this age might be utilized inside of the code present inside of the function, and that is why it is required right over there. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. This is the definition of the function, guys. You are telling right over here that this function greeting requires the parameter age to actually work properly. And inside of the code, you are able to see that the function is actually utilizing that age as well. Now, when calling the function, you will have to provide with the argument that is age. Because now when you're calling the function that, okay, come help me, that function is saying that in my definition, I require an age. Without that, I can't work properly. So now for calling the function, you need to provide it with an age. For example, if I provide it with 26 right over here, if I save this, if I run my code once again, as you're able to see, I'm getting the output prompt. What is your name? I'm going to provide it with Goku right over here, Goku. And I'm getting, hi Goku, your age is 26. Hi Goku, your age is 26. So whatever the function actually needs to work. So here age is not something that already existed. It is something that needs to be given to our function. It is something that needs to be given to our function itself. And while calling the function, we have to give it an age of 26. Now the technical names for this is an parameter. So when you are declaring a function, it is called as a parameter itself. Whatever is present inside of this bracket will be called as parameter. And the technical name for this while calling a function is called as an argument. Okay, these are technical names. Now if you ask me why this is called as Goku, I have no idea why is it called as Goku. Just that the name of this person is Goku, right? Now to remember this, I can give you a shortcut for that, that is DP and CA. For example, when you are declaring a function, it is called as parameter. So DP, declaring a function, it is called as a parameter itself. And when you're calling a function, it is called as an argument. So CA, calling a function, it is called as an argument, that is CA. This is how you can remember at a later point of time. This is how I remember it as well, about what is an argument and what is a parameter. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay, one more thing, guys. Those who are asking for attendance again and again, I'm just reminding it to you guys that those students who will be asking for attendance again and again, we have just 2 volunteers at DevTown whose only role at DevTown is just one thing: sit in the live chat of my classes, note down the names, and then compare it to the email IDs of every single person present in the attendance. So we can get the email IDs from YouTube and then we compare it to our attendance. And those students who are asking for attendance in the middle of the class itself, we don't give them the certificates. The reason for that is the certificates only go to those students who are actually participating in the class and actually studying. Now, you guys are not studying right over here. You guys are not focusing upon the class. You guys are just here for the attendance. And we don't want to, frankly, we don't want to give you the certificates. So those who will be asking for attendance again and again, those students are not going to get any certificates. Those students who are staying in the class, listening to class, learning here, that is their main reason for coming here. Certificates are a bonus. You're going to get it. If you are spending time in the class, if you are learning right over here, that is the reason why you are getting these certificates. Not because I had 100% attendance. Even students who have 100% attendance, but they were causing a ruckus in the class, we don't give them the certificates, because this is a community for learning. This is not a community for attendance. Okay. So if you guys want to stay in the class, please make sure that you are learning right over here. Otherwise, you can leave my class immediately. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. So right over here, guys, as you're able to see, that is called, now you can have as many number of parameters and as many number of arguments as you want. For example, I can take up age as well as my location as well. Okay, age and my location. I can use it inside my code if I want to. For example, plus space you live in, and then I'm having plus LOC right over here. Okay, so and then I can provide it with my location as well, with along with my age, that is Bangalore, Bangalore, and I can save it right over here. I can rerun this. I'll put up my own name, Shaurya, and I'm getting the message, hi Shaurya, your age is 26 and you live in Bangalore. Okay, your age is 26 and you live in Bangalore. So you can take up as many number of parameters and arguments as you want. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. It's simple, right? Nothing too complicated about it. Now, when Goku is actually leaving you, okay, Goku, you called Goku up, you provided him with your age and your location. He came there, he saved you. Now, because he's a hero, so while leaving you, he's going to provide you with something to remember him by. Maybe he will provide you with a sensu bean, maybe he will provide you with a piece of his cloth itself, maybe some powers, you don't know that. So while leaving you, after saving you, after doing everything that he promised, while leaving you, is going to return something to you. Just think about it as a return gift. When you leave a party, when you leave a birthday party, after the party is done, you get a return gift at the end. Some parties do, some parties don't, right? And that is what we need to understand right now. And that will help us to understand why that undefined is coming up on our screens. Let us go back to our drawing board once to get some idea about it. So we'll go to Paint right over here, guys. Inside of Paint, let's think about something. We have seen something called as alert and prompt as well, right? Alert and PROMPT, prompt. These are called as your inbuilt functions. These are called as your inbuilt functions, guys. Why inbuilt? Because somebody who created JavaScript has already created these functions for you. You don't have to declare these functions. You don't have to create these functions. These functions are already built and created for you guys. You can directly use it right now. Similar to that, there's something called as a user-defined function, guys. User-defined function, greeting. The function that we just created, the function that we just declared and used, that is called as a user-defined function. Because as a user, I declared that function, I created that function, and I'm the one who is using it. There are two types of functions that exist. Let us think about alert and prompt, guys. Let us go back to our console. Guys, and let's write a small piece of code about alert and prompt. So ALERT, alert. Okay, hi. And then you are having the hi coming up on your screen, and you're getting undefined right over here. Whereas when I'm running prompt and I'm pressing enter, whatever I enter right over there, okay, some rubbish I've entered right over there, I'm getting it up on my screen. Are you guys able to see these two particular lines of code, guys? When I'm running alert, I'm getting undefined on my screen, guys. When I'm getting alert, I'm running alert itself. There is an inbuilt function. Somebody who created JavaScript is already defined inside of JavaScript. I don't have to define it. I don't have to create it. I can directly use alert. Similar to that, prompt is also something that has already been built. I don't have to declare it. I don't have to create it. I can directly use it itself. That is what inbuilt function is. Now, in both of these inbuilt functions, when I'm running alert, I'm getting undefined on my screen. But when I'm running prompt, I'm getting the input given by the user on my screen, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. Yes. So what is happening right over here? Think about it in such a way that alert is not a good superhero. Think about it in such a way, alert is not a good superhero. You called alert, you provided it with hi, okay, the thing that he requires to actually use it, to actually come here and work for you. It did everything just as promised. It did everything. It saved you. It provided you with a notification. But while leaving, it did not give you any return gift. He directly left. While leaving, he did not give anything back to you. In your hands are still empty. There's nothing in your hands when he's leaving. But when prompt was leaving, you called prompt, you provided it with the everything that it needs to help you. It also showed you an input itself. You gave an input right over there. But while leaving, it gave you back that input. It gave you a return gift while leaving. And that return gift is what is present on our screen. That is what is present on our screen, guys. So every function that you create can have a return statement as well, telling the function what can it give back if it needs to. For example, alert does not need to give you anything back, and because there's nothing given back to you, there's no return statement right over there. You're getting undefined. There is nothing given back, undefined. Whatever was given back is not defined itself. There's nothing given back to you. Whereas when prompt was leaving, it gave you the input of the user back. In a similar way, you can also implement it within our greeting function. For example, right now if I run my greeting function, greeting, and then I'm having your 26 comma Bangalore. I'll close it. So when I'm running my user-defined function, the function that I created, you're able to see I'm getting an input. I'll write Shaurya right over here. I'm getting, hi Shaurya, your age is 26, you live in Bangalore, but it is not giving me anything back. It is also giving me undefined, because after completing the entire code itself, as you're able to see right over here, there is no return statement. This function is not returning anything back to me. So I will have to create a return statement right now. I will have to create a return statement right now. RETURN return. You can return anything that you want. You can return a number, you can return zero, any number, any decimal number. You can return a particular string as well. For example, Shaurya. You can return a particular variable as well. Any variable. For example, you want to return the age. You want to return the username itself. You want to return the location itself. Whatever you want to return, this particular return statement will return that. For example, if I'm saving it right over here, I'm going back to my console and I'm running the code once again. I'll just have Shaurya right over here. I'm getting Bangalore out on my screen. It is returning to me Bangalore out on my screen, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? How to implement a return statement, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand how to implement a return statement, guys? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand how to implement a return statement, guys? Please do let me know. Now, many of you guys might have this question: what is the use of this return statement? What is the use of this return statement, guys? And I'm not going to answer this question for you, because this question you need to answer it on your own, because whatever we have studied up till now, you should be able to figure out the answer, that why is a return statement actually used, and that answer you will get it from right over here. This particular statement, okay, this particular statement, var user is equals to prompt what is your name. Prompt what is your name. Whatever was returned by the prompt statement, the input of the user, that is what is getting stored inside of the user. So if prompt was not returning anything, then we couldn't have saved the username, the input of the user inside of our variable itself, because it is not returning anything back. If it was giving us something back, only then we would have saved it inside of variables, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know, guys. Good. So this undefined basically means that your function is not returning anything. Your function is not returning anything, guys. Now let's come to understand why are we writing our code right over here? Why are we not using an IDE or a VS Code or something else? Why are we writing code inside of this shit box itself? The first little reason is very simple. When you are going to become a web developer, most of your errors, most of your problem statements will be shown inside of this console itself. And this is where you are going to spend a lot of time debugging your code, making sure that there is no errors inside of your code itself. This is where, as a web developer, you're going to spend 20% of your work time every single day. So having a little bit of familiarity with this is very important as a web developer. But nevertheless, there is a bigger reason for that as well. And that reason is what is going to help you guys understand Node.js. What is Node.js? Why is it so important? Okay, so let us go back to our drawing board right now. How would you feel? So JavaScript is a programming language, right, guys? JavaScript is a programming language. Everybody would agree with me on this. Please let me know. JavaScript is a programming language, and everybody would be able to agree upon this with me. Now, JavaScript, as we were able to see inside of a web browser, in that is the console. The console lives inside of the web browser. We were able to run all our code inside of it. We were able to run all our JavaScript code inside of it. Now, code can also run inside of your computer as well. So, how would you feel if the JavaScript present inside of your computer was able to access all your files, all your passwords, all your photos, videos, email IDs, every single thing that you have stored inside of your computer? If any website could access them by using JavaScript, how would you feel that? How would you feel about that, guys? Please let me know. How would you feel about this, guys, if using our problem statement, using JavaScript, any website out there in the wild could enter into your computer and could just access every single file, folders, upload it, use it, manipulate it, change it, anything it could do? Nobody will feel good, right? It will feel like shit. We don't want that to happen, right? And due to that particular reason itself, JavaScript cannot function directly inside of our computer. Let us try to understand it. Think about it as Earth. Okay, so let me draw our Earth, guys. So this is our Earth right over here. Okay, and we'll draw another circle right over here. This is our atmosphere. Okay, this is our atmosphere that surrounds the Earth. Let us fill it up with color, guys. Let us fill it up with colors. So Earth and the atmosphere surrounding us, and then you are having space, and then you are having space around us itself. This is you right over here. So we'll just draw it out. This is us, guys. This is us inside of our atmosphere. So inside of the atmosphere, we are all able to live properly. We are able to breathe properly. We have all the things that helps us to survive. Food, water, air, everything that we need is present right over here for us to survive. Then the same person, if I'm pulling it out from there and putting him up inside of space, guys, if I'm pulling it out from there and putting him up inside of space, he would immediately die, right? He will immediately die right over there. Why? Because there is no atmosphere, there is no air, no water, no food. He will immediately die inside of space. Think about this space as your computer. And think about this atmosphere as nothing else, ATM, or atmosphere as nothing else but your browser itself. And this human is your JavaScript. So JavaScript can function absolutely well inside of your browser, but as soon as you bring it inside of the computer, it immediately dies. It immediately dies. To make sure that your websites cannot access your particular files, folders, and photos, JavaScript should not work directly inside of your computer itself. That is the reason why we were using JavaScript inside a browser, because we don't want to install anything. Now, how can we make sure that a human is able to survive inside of space, guys? What can we do so that a human is able to live inside of space? Could you guys let me know? What can we do to make sure that a human is able to survive inside of space, guys? Can you guys let me know? The answer is pretty simple. It's a space suit, right? For a human to survive inside of space, it requires a space suit right over there. So we make this human wear a space suit right over here. This is the space suit that I'm creating for him. Then he can survive inside of the space. He can survive inside of the space. Now he will live inside of space itself. Now this space suit also not just enables him to survive inside of space, but also adds a little bit of extra features to it as well. For example, there are rocket boosters or jet boosters inside of the spacesuit that helps the spaceman to navigate, helps the astronaut or the person to navigate around inside of space. He can fly inside of space itself. All that extra features are also added by the spacesuit, which were not present for the normal human being on Earth. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. It also adds a little bit of extra features to our person as well. This spacesuit is nothing else but your Node.js. This spacesuit is nothing else but your Node.js for JavaScript. So JavaScript can't function directly inside of your computer, and hence it also requires a spacesuit. And that spacesuit is what we call as Node.js. Node.js provides the environment to the JavaScript to function properly inside of your computer in a secure, safe environment. Not just that, but Node.js also provides it with a lot of different extra features that help JavaScript in many different ways itself. Adds a little bit of more functionality to your normal JavaScript. And that is what we refer to as Node.js. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Why not VS Code? So VS Code, Atom, all these are your coding environments. They provide you a place to write code. That's it. There's nothing else to it. For JavaScript, so you can write code on JavaScript. You can create a .js file right now itself, a text file, name it as atom.js. Create that. You can write a JavaScript code, but it will not work. For it to work properly, you require Node.js. For it to work properly, you can require Node.js. A place where you're writing code, that might be VS Code. But you're just writing code. It can't execute code for you. For it to properly execute your code, it will also install Node.js, so that it is able to run the JavaScript code properly. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Awesome, guys. Awesome. So we'll now start with the practical hands-on on Node.js, guys. That is what we are going to do right now. Again, today's class is also 90 minutes long, guys. And today I will be taking in 2 attendances. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know. Today there will be 2 attendances in today's class. If you are missing out on any one of the attendance, you will not be able to get your certificates. Am I loud and clear, guys? Please let me know. Am I loud and clear, guys? Please do let me know. Today you will be having 2 attendances that are there, guys. If you miss out on any one of the attendance, you are not going to get your certificates. Okay, there are 2 attendance in today's class, not 1. Each of the attendance you will be given 5 minutes to fill up your attendance. Each of the attendance you will be given 5 minutes to fill up your attendance, guys. If you are not able to fill up your attendance in those 5 minutes, we will not be able to take your attendance in. So yesterday I had kept the attendance link open for a very long period of time, guys. Today I am not going to do that. Today you will just have 5 minutes to fill up your attendance. Am I loud and clear, guys? Please let me know. Good. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Okay, guys. So today I'm going to give you guys the first attendance right now. You are having 5 minutes to fill up your attendance. After that, we'll be continuing with our class. The class is not over. There are going to be 2 attendances in today's class, guys. There are going to be 2 attendances in today's class. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys the first attendance right now. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 9:07. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 9:07, guys. Okay. Please start filling up your attendance right now. Please start filling up your attendance right now. The class is not over. There are 2 attendances in today's class. If you miss out on any one of the attendances as well, you will not be able to get your certificates. you will not be able to get your certificates itself. Please start filling up your attendance right now itself. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 9:07. After 1 minute, I will stop providing you guys with the attendance link. Please start opening up the attendance right now and start filling it up. After 1 minute, the attendance link will be closed. After 1 minute, the attendance link will be closed. After 7 minutes, the attendance link will be closed. Exactly at 9:07, the attendance link will be closed, guys. क्या हो गया सुजी? सुजी, आजा, आजा. Just close the door. Let's Suzy be. So guys, we have the CEO of DevTown as well present with us. So please make sure you guys are not misbehaving in any way. Okay. Now it is not just your image that is on the line, but mine as well. Okay. The CEO of DevTown is also present in today's class, guys. So please make sure that you guys are not causing any ruckus, because it is not just your reputation that is on the line, it is mine as well. Okay, we need to make sure that our reputation remains intact. Why are you guys laughing? Like, guys, the attendance link will be closed in 3 minutes itself. Okay, the attendance link will be closed in 3 minutes. You guys have 3 minutes to fill up your attendance. You guys have 3 minutes to fill up your attendance, guys. Guys, 1,200 students have already filled up the attendance. 1,200 students have already filled up the attendance, guys. Please complete your attendance right now. Okay, this question is not for you guys. I think so. This was for some other class itself. This question is not for you. I've deleted that question. Okay. That question is not for you guys. That is for somebody else itself. Do not worry about it. Okay. Please start filling up your thing itself. Okay. Please start filling up your thing itself, guys. There's no pre-registration, guys. You guys can just ignore that. That is not a question for you. I think so that remained up from the previous sessions that we had. That is not for you guys. Okay. The attendance is there in the live chat, guys. You guys are having 2 minutes to fill up your attendance. Okay. You guys are having 2 minutes to fill up your attendance itself. Please complete your attendance, guys. There's no internship, guys. There's no internship. That is not a question for you guys. It is not a question for you guys. Please start filling up the attendance. Sahil saying that is not a question for you. Like I've already said, it is not a question for you. Just you can just ignore the question itself for right now. So 1 more minute left, guys. There's just 1 more minute left. There were 2,200 students live with us. Almost that many number of students have already filled up the attendance link itself, guys. Okay. That question was put up by mistake itself. Okay, that question was put up by mistake itself. You guys can just leave the question. That is not for you. Okay, guys can just ignore that particular question itself, guys. You guys can just ignore that particular question. Okay. Okay, guys, the time for attendance is done. The time of attendance is done, guys. The time of attendance is now completed. Those students are not filled up the attendance. They are late for filling up the attendance. Now the attendance link is closed. Okay, now the attendance link is closed, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. Now we are having the rest of the class to focus upon. So my college is making me study DSA with C. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? Just focus upon what you are being taught in the class. That is just for your CGPA. focus upon learning C++ or Java for data structures and algorithms. Okay guys, so are you a full stack, a MERN stack developer, .NET developer है और हाँ आप कहाँ job करते हैं? Please let me know. Currently, I'm a MERN stack developer, MERN stack full stack developer itself, and I previously worked at companies like Reliance, Jio, Fastnell, Google, and many other companies as well. Currently, I'm a SDE in the morning, and at the night, I just run my own company that is DevTown. Okay, guys. So next we need to start like with the rest of the things itself, guys. That is, we need to start off with our Node.js, guys. We need to start off with our Node.js itself, guys. So Node.js, we need to understand it practically. Okay, Node.js, we need to understand it practically itself. So let's get started with that. Let's get started with that, guys. So just go on the internet. I'll just search for Node.js. We'll open up the official documentation of Node.js itself. I'll just share my screen first. Okay, so I'll just share my screen. Share screen, entire screen, share screen, share. So I think so you guys should be able to see my screen as well right now. So what I've done is I've just searched for Node.js on the internet, guys. I've searched for Node.js on the internet. As you're able to see, I'm going to go over to the official documentation of Node.js. So nodejs.org. This is the official documentation of Node.js, guys. And this is what we are going to use in our today's class to understand a little bit about Node.js. Okay. Please try to understand one thing. Node.js just adds a little bit more functionality to our JavaScript and provides it with a little bit more tools to work upon and make it function properly as well. Now we are going to go further with our 18.17. Okay, that is the reason why we need to choose this, because it is recommended for most users. Now I'm not going to download it. I'm going to go into the documentations. I'll just increase the size of the screen. We'll go into the documentations from right over here. Every single big technology out there in the wild, okay, every big technology company out there in the wild has its own documentation. The people who created that particular technology provide you guys with your documentation itself. The camera is off. Okay, why is the camera off? Why is the camera off right over here? Let me check, guys. Let me check. Okay, now is it there? But why is the green screen coming up? Okay, let me check what is the problem right over here. Let me select a random green screen from for now. Okay, I think so that should work off pretty well for us, right? So like I said, guys, right over here, every big technology that exists, so the people who created that technology also create their documentation as well. Now, as a developer, you guys need to understand how to read this documentation and how to use this documentation as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know how to use this documentation and how to read this documentation as well is a very, very, very important perspective to have at some particular point of time. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to go further with the documentation. We'll take up the latest version itself, Node 20.x. I'm going to go and open up that documentation itself. As you're able to see, these are all the different features that are added by Node.js to our JavaScript, guys. C++ add-ons, child processors, asynchronous content tracking, core pack, crypto, debugger, decapitated APIs, diagnostic channels, DNS, domains, errors, events, file systems, globals, and many more. So what happens? What do you want? What happens right over here is that these are all the features that are being added to JavaScript by Node.js. Think about it. I think about Node.js as a very big arena, a gladiator arena itself, in which one of the person who's going to fight the battles is actually our JavaScript. Okay, now it is being added right over there that okay, you can use these all different tools. These are all different tool boxes itself. Think about it as tool boxes. One toolbox is just for DNS. One toolbox is just for domain. One toolbox is just for errors. One toolbox is just for file systems itself. Now that particular toolbox, for example, the file system toolbox will have a lot of different tools inside of it. Append files, sheet job, close, create read streams, create write streams, data things. These are the different tools that are contained inside of this particular toolbox. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Yes. So in a similar manner, guys, let us just try this out. Okay, please try to understand this. This is not important from the perspective of the project that we are going to build, but we need to have a small understanding about Node.js as well. A little bit practicality should be there. Now, just like I promised you guys that after the little bit of JavaScript, you guys, even if you don't have a laptop, you guys will be able to practice everything from your mobile phone. That is the only reason why I'm not going to use a VS Code, guys. Please try to understand it that most of the students coming to this particular boot camp do not have a particular laptop. They have no laptops. Most of the students that are there, guys. Now, it shouldn't be the case that these guys are not able to practice this stuff properly, because without practice, it is just not possible. So we're going to use an online VS Code itself. Instead of having VS Code offline inside of our computers, we're going to use something called as Code Sandbox or Repellent. This is just like VS Code but online. So even if you're having a mobile phone, even if you're having a particular laptop or an iPad, anything, you guys can still practice everything out. So we are going to do that, guys. We'll just open up Google and we'll search for Repellent. R-E-P-L-I-T. Repellent, guys. Okay. R-E-P-L-I-T. This is a free tool, guys. You don't have to worry about it. Anybody can download, like use it as well. It's just a website. Just open up Repellent, log into the platform using your Google ID or something like that. Once you have logged into the platform, as you are able to see, even I'm using the free tier as well. I've not, even the upgrade is coming for me as well. I'm also using the free tier. Then we are going to click on this create REPL button, guys. We are going to click on this create REPL button. Once you click on this particular create REPL button, guys, you're going to have a lot of different options of templates that you can choose from. For us, we are going to choose the Node.js template. For us, we are going to choose the Node.js template, guys. And we're going to just create a REPL right over here. Okay. So as the REPL is being created, the REPL has three parts to it, guys. The left-hand side part, that is called as the files, that basically showcases all the different files that are present inside of your REPL that you have just created. In the middle, you are having the file where you are going to write your code. And on the right hand side, you are having your terminal. Okay, you are having the terminal itself, the console itself, guys. These are the three parts that are there. Now, we are going to start off with writing our first piece of code, guys. For doing that, we are going to just close this files. We don't require it. We'll close the terminal as well. Right now, we don't require it. We'll start by asking a particular package from our Node.js. So Node.js is already installed for us, guys. As we are using the template, Node.js is already pre-installed for us. What do you want? You want to meet everybody? Acha, guys, I think so. The CEO of our company wants to really meet you guys. So let's just meet her once and then continue writing our code. Acha, I know you are very excited to be on the limelight. Come. So this is Susie, guys. Susie is the actual CEO of DevTown, the Chief Entertainment Officer. She is from Scotland, a German. So she's a golden retriever. We have a German Shepherd as well. So see, say hi to everybody. Say hi. Everybody is seeing you right over here. What? You want to do a handshake? The deal is done. Now you can go. Okay. So yeah, sure. She did the deal. Okay, she came back for the deal. Okay, at the end of the class. Okay, at the end of the class, I'll let you meet everybody. Okay, just sit right now. Sit. Susie. No, but no. Susie, sit. Susie, sit. Bad. Bad. Ekdam bad. Ekdam bad. Huh? Ekdam bad. Okay, guys. But okay, guys. So right over here, we are going to first tell. So Node.js is already pre-installed for us, guys. The template has already been created and it comes with Node.js already installed for us. Ah, Susie, no, no, don't be a bad kid. Don't. I'm very angry, huh? Now, right now. Not good. Not good. Bad girl. Bad girl. Ekdam bad girl. I'll complain it to you. Okay, so right over here, guys, the Node.js is already pre-installed for us, guys. We don't have to do anything. Now, all these packages, all these file system packages, all the things that we saw right over here, all that is pre-installed. It comes pre-bundled with Node itself, guys. So we need to first tell JavaScript that we require a certain package. This time we are going to work with the file system package, guys. We're going to work with this particular package, guys, the file system package. This package helps JavaScript interact with all the files and folders that are present inside of our computer. Okay, this helps JavaScript to interact with all the files and folders that are present inside of our computer, guys. So to do that, guys, what we are going to do is we are going to just go back and we're going to tell JavaScript that we require the file system module. Okay, require 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 the fs of file system module, guys. And this file system module, the entire module will be fetched for us, guys. The entire module that is present, the entire toolbox that was present inside of Node.js is going to come to us to JavaScript itself. Now we need to save it somewhere. So we have to create a variable, guys, var fs is equals to require fs. This is going to save the entire toolbox for us so that we can use it, and we are naming it as the fs variable itself. Now, how many of you guys know what is the value of pi, guys? Could you guys please let me know? What is the value of pi, guys? Could you guys let me know? Pi, what is the value of pi, guys? Please let me know. What's the value of pi, guys? Please let me know. 3.14. Can the value of pi be 5.14, guys? From today, if I come and tell you guys that, okay, from today, the value of pi is 5.14. Is it possible, guys? Is it possible? According to you, most of you guys are saying, no, it is not possible. But what if I'm writing right over here? Var pi is equals to 5.14. I've changed the value of pi, guys. I've changed the value of pi to 5.14. It shouldn't be possible, right, guys? It shouldn't be possible. Achha, theek hai. I'll let you go out. You don't want to stay with me. Stop. Not there. Suli, idhar. Come here. Don't move. Now I'm all hairy from the top to bottom. So the value of pi, I have changed it to 5.14, but this shouldn't have been possible, right? So we cannot declare it as a variable because pi is a constant. So we need to declare it as a constant. Right now I can do this as well. Pi is equals to 3.14. And then I'm changing the value of pi. Pi is equals to pi plus 2. Pi is equals to pi plus 2. Now this shouldn't be possible. I shouldn't be able to modify the value of pi, guys. And hence declaring it as a variable is absolutely a dog shit task. We need to declare it as a constant itself, guys. We need to declare pi as a const or a constant. Const or a constant. When you declare pi as a constant, now you cannot update the value of pi. You cannot modify the value of pi. I cannot write pi is equals to 5.14. I cannot do pi is equals to pi plus 2. I just can't. This won't work. This will give me an error right over there, guys, because now the value of pi is a constant. I cannot modify it. I cannot change it. It is always going to remain as 3.14. The value of pi, if it was declared as a variable, I could have modified the value. I could have changed the value. But declaring it as a const or a constant basically means that that value cannot be changed. That value cannot be modified itself, guys. In a similar manner, we don't want anybody to modify our toolbox. The toolbox has been given. It should only be used. It shouldn't be able to modify it or change it. Hence, we are going to declare fs as well as const. Okay, we are going to declare it as const right over here. That const fs is equals to require fs. Now we're going to use a particular tool from this toolbox, guys. Our aim is to copy text from one particular file and paste it into another file, guys. That is the text. That is the task in hand, guys. We want to copy text from one file and paste it into another file, guys. That is the task at hand. So let us see that. Let us see if file system provides us with that. Of course, it provides us with that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have given you the task itself. Copy file sync method. So this particular tool that is there, the copy file sync tool itself, that is going to help us to copy text from one particular file and paste it into another file, guys. Now think about it. If we are having two files right over here, if we are having two files right over here, text t1.txt and t2.txt. Now this has some particular content inside of it. This has some particular content inside of it, and this is totally blank. Our aim is to copy things from this file and paste it into this file. Okay, so this will be the source, right? This will be the source from where we want to copy, and this will be the destination. That is to where we want to copy. Am I right or wrong, guys? The source file is from where we want to copy. That is the source. And the destination file is to where we want to copy. Am I right or wrong, guys? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes. So the same thing, copy file sync method. The copy file sync method as well takes up two arguments, guys. Takes up two arguments. The first argument is basically the source from where you want to copy, and the second argument is destination to where you want to copy, guys. For that, we needed t1.txt and t2.txt. So let us first create that, guys. Let's go inside of our Repellent. We'll open up the files itself, guys. We'll create a new file called as t1.txt, and we'll create another file, guys, t2.txt, guys. Okay, t2.txt. These are the two files that we want to create, t1.txt and t2.txt, guys. Instead of t1.txt, let us write something. Okay, we'll write something right over here, guys. This is our bootcamp day 2 class to understand Node.js practically. Okay, so a simple text I put up right over here, guys. This is our bootcamp day 2 class to understand Node.js practically. And as we are able to see right over here, the t2.txt is completely empty. t2.txt is completely empty, guys. It has nothing inside of it. t1.txt has something inside of it, guys. Now we are going to use, now if you don't know how to use the files copy file sync method, the documentation provides you with every single thing that you need to know. Now usually my suggestion to you guys as today's assignment is that when you will be practicing this code that we are currently writing after today's class, you guys are spending some time to practice this out. I will urge you to go through this particular entirety of the text itself, guys. Just go through it, read through it. Whatever you are not able to understand, just copy and paste it up into Google. Search for it. What does that particular thing mean? Go through the entirety of the documentation, this particular part. Go through the examples that are provided to you guys. Just go through the entire thing, guys. Why is this important? Is because you need to develop the habit of going through documentation. As a developer, 90% of your time, you don't know shit. Even I don't know it. Even I go through the documentation. Even I Google it. Your best friends are Google, ChatGPT, and documentation itself. Now, ChatGPT actually provides you a very good way in which it summarizes the documentation for you. But the only problem is the documentation that it is summarizing is from 2021. It's an old documentation, not the latest one. So, and BART is absolute dog shit. It does not work properly, according to me. The kind of responses that I get from ChatGPT is very good. So, these are the three best friends that you guys are having right now: Google, ChatGPT, and documentation. Getting a habit to read through documentation is a very important thing to have. Okay, so please, as today's assignment, I'm not going to check it. It is something according to you. If you feel that you want to grow, you want to learn, just complete the assignment, guys. It will help you in the long run. Okay, so right over here, guys, we are directly going to use it. fs.copy file sync, and it is going to take up two parameters itself, two arguments itself, guys. That is dot slash txt1, sorry, t1.txt, t1.txt, and then you are having your dot slash and then t2.txt. So guys, what I've done right over here is that this dot slash basically means wherever our index.js is present, in whichever folder our current file, that is index.js, is present, find a file that is called as t1.txt. That is the definition of dot slash. Okay, wherever the current file, that is index.js, in whichever folder it is present, inside of the same folder, find a file that is called as your t1.txt or t2.txt itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please, the meaning of dot slash. Are you guys able to understand the meaning of dot slash, guys? Please let me know. Okay, great. Now that we have written our code, we need to run this. Now, there are multiple methods to do that. I'm not going to go with the simplest methods. I'm going to go with the method that we are going to use going forward. So just go into this shell, guys. You will be able to see this shell right over here on the right hand side. If you open it up, you will be able to see this shell. Now we are going to learn some good terminal commands as well in tomorrow's class, because as a backend developer, you should be very familiar with the shell, with the terminal. The reason for that is, see, right now to interact with your computer, what are you using? A graphical user interface, right? You are able to see folders, you are able to see files, you do a right click, you do create a new file or create a new folder, you take up your mouse, you click on things to open it up. These are all called as graphical user interface, guys, where to interact with your computer, you are having all these different gizmos right over there. But there is a particular middleman in the middle, guys, between your screen, that is between all these folder icons, these file icons that are there, and the computer itself. There is something called as the terminal in the middle, or the shell in the middle, guys. Now, instead of using these right click, left click, and mouse and keyboards, you can actually directly use the terminal as well to interact with your computer. You can ask the terminal to create a file for you. You can ask the terminal to create a folder for you. You can ask the terminal to change the restrictions on a particular file or folder as well. So learning about the terminal is also very essential. In tomorrow's class, we are going to see that. We are going to learn a little bit about terminals as well. So right over here, guys, what we are going to do is, to run this particular code, we are going to, so anybody knows what code do we have to write? What a command do we have to write right over here to run our code, guys? Does anybody know? Does anybody know what command do I have to write right over here to run my index.js file, guys? What command do I have to write right over here to run my index.js, guys? Please let me know. We have to write node, okay, node index.js. So for example, previously we saw while using the console itself, we had a button we can click to run our file. So that button, instead of clicking the button, we have to run this command, that is node index.js, and that will run our index.js file for us. That will run our index.js file for us. It will use node, it will use the environment of node, it will take up the file, it will put that file inside of this environment, and it will run it. It will run this particular thing itself. So we'll just press enter right over here, guys. We have run our code. Now our code basically said that, okay, copy things from t1.txt and paste it into t2.txt, guys. Let us see if that worked or not. We are opening up t2.txt. As you're able to see, the same thing from t1.txt has been copy pasted into our empty t2.txt, guys. So our code actually worked. Our code actually worked right over there, guys. Whatever text was present inside of a t1.txt got pasted into the destination file, that is t2.txt, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know. Awesome, guys. Awesome. So in tomorrow's class, we are going to start first by learning about terminal commands, some of the important ones that you need to be familiarized with. Then you're going to start by understanding what is Express.js, why is it different from Node.js. We'll start utilizing Express.js as well. We'll even go towards our NPM. So after terminal, we'll first learn about NPM, Node Package Manager. Then we'll start with Express.js and we'll start with coding in Express.js from tomorrow as well. That is my plan for tomorrow. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. That is my plan for tomorrow's, guys. We'll start with the basics. We'll start with terminal commands. Then we'll go with NPM. What is NPM? How we can use it? Why is it so beneficial for us? Then we'll try to understand what is Express.js, and we'll start coding in Express.js as well, guys. Okay, that is our aim for tomorrow's class, guys. Very simple, very sweet, very straightforward itself. Now coming back to the surprise that I had for you guys, right? I told you guys at the starting of the class that I had a surprise, a small surprise for you guys. Now I'm able to see from the voting itself, a lot of people have voted. Almost 1,500 people have not yet studied HTML, CSS, JavaScript properly. So at DevTown, we have created a course of more than 10 hours long that we are going to soon put it up for free on YouTube itself, guys. For free. There is going to be no charge, nothing. A 10-hour long, very intensive course that is going to cover everything in HTML, CSS, JavaScript from the basics to the most advanced level in each of these topics for free on YouTube. And the best part of that is it comes up with 5 projects inside of it. So it is going to have a Netflix clone, a Hotstar clone. It is going to have a personal portfolio website, a landing page, a Steve Jobs tribunal as well. So 5 projects will be included in that 10 hours right over there that you guys can see, practice and learn from. Starting from the basics to the most advanced level, there is no prerequisite required for that as well. And the second best part is, again, it will be entirely certified from our end. Okay, but this is going to be provided to our community members, guys. So we have something called as our own community itself. We so these are representatives of DevTown in their own campuses itself. Okay, so for example, the name of our company is DevTown, right? Development Town. So we call these students as our citizens. Okay, so basically these citizens are representatives of DevTown within their own campuses. These citizens help us to reach out their colleges, conduct some seminars, workshops in these colleges, some events in their colleges itself. We provide them with such type of 10-hour long videos in which this is the first one that we have put up, but very soon we are going to put up on Python, on artificial intelligence, on machine learning, on deep learning, on cyber security, on web development, and many others as well. So every month we provide these students, every 15 to 20 days, we'll be providing these students with one course in which, if you are a campus ambassador of DevTown, if you are a part of DevTown itself as a community member, you will be able to get certificates from Google, Microsoft and Amazon for each and every one of these courses as well, guys. So if you guys are interested, within the next 3 to 4 days, we are going to provide you guys with the 10-hour long course. Definitely go through the entire course, create the projects associated with the course, put it up on your resume itself, guys. Work a little bit more, and the best part is, if you are a community member of DevTown, we take it up as an internship. We provide our students with an internship certificate in which they have worked for DevTown as a community member for maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. So usually our students stay with us for 6 to 7 months itself, in which they do the community work for us, reach out for us in their colleges. And that is how we go through the entire process. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely join us as a campus ambassador. You will get a letter of recommendation, an offer letter, a internship certificate. And those community members who do pretty well for themselves right over there, they have an opportunity to get a stipend, as well as some cool DevTown t-shirts and some accessories that we provide to them as well. So that is how we take it up further with them. So when the course will be launched, I'll be letting you guys know. It will be available for everybody to see, everybody to study from, guys. We are not saying to anybody that even if you are not a community member, you cannot watch this, you cannot do this. It is available for free for everybody. The certifications is what is limited to just our community members, to reward them for their hard work and their dedication itself. How to join the community, guys? Whenever you want to join the community, you can just let me know. Maybe like you can join it today as well. That is up to you guys. Okay, that is up to you guys for the same. But when I will be telling you guys about the course, when the course will be launched, that particular point of time, those who want to join the community, they can definitely join it at that point of time itself. Okay, so I hope so many of you guys will be pursuing that course. It will be completely free of cost, guys. There will be no cost associated with the same. We want to inculcate the habit within you to go a little bit deeper, create more projects, continue studying, continue learning as well, guys. So again, guys, like I said, it is completely free. Becoming a community member is completely free. The course is completely free. So you don't have to worry about it. We just want you guys to grow a little bit more. Okay. Okay, guys. So now that is done, guys, another surprise for you guys. No second attendance for today's class. So I've already taken up the first attendance, guys. There is no second attendance that I'm going to put up for today's class itself, guys. The reason for that is some of the students have already missed out their attendance. I want to keep it that way itself. I don't want to provide them with the second attendance. Those students who have missed out their attendance, this is your last and final warning. If you still want your certificates, I will still take this up as a consideration that okay, today you guys missed out on the attendance. Please be on time in the class. At the starting of the class, the attendance can be taken up anywhere in the middle of the class. There might be one attendance, two attendance, three attendance. Nobody knows about that. Even I don't know. Even I decided while coming to the class itself that okay, today I'm going to take up one attendance. Today I'm going to take up two attendances. It is something that I decide. So if you guys want your attendance, come to the class on time. Be on time itself. I will provide you guys with the campus ambassador link right now. If you guys want to become a campus ambassador, if you want to become a community member at DevTown itself, I'm going to provide you guys with the link for the same right now. You guys can definitely do that. And if you guys have any questions or any queries related to the same, you guys can always let me know. Okay, so let me just provide you guys with a link. Let me see if it works or not. Let me just see if it works or not, guys. Even I don't know that. Okay. So currently we have more than 16,000 community members across the country. We have more than 16,000 community members across the country, guys. If you guys want to become the community member or something like that, I've provided you guys with a Google form right over here. You guys can just fill it up. Like I said, the community member, becoming a community member at DevTown has a lot of perks to it itself. There is no end goal right over here, guys. A community member, becoming a community member is completely free of cost. You will be given access to more amount of certificates from 10 hours courses like the HTML, CSS, JavaScript course that we are going to launch in the next few days. So the community members will get an access to the Google, Microsoft, and Amazon certificates for that. Along with the same, guys, there will be some from the community members. We are expecting them to help us reach out to their colleges, conduct some workshops, seminars, events in their own colleges, maybe some hackathons or the national scale itself. Good community members who are performing well during the entire spam as a community member of DevTown will also be given some accessories from DevTown as well as stipend associated with the same. So there's a lot of money that can make out of it as well. And the last particular thing that is there, guys, is that every community member who is joining will get a letter of recommendation, an offer letter, and an internship completion certificate from DevTown as a community member, as a citizen of DevTown itself, guys. So if you guys want to join, I've provided you guys with the link inside of the live chat itself. Those who want to join, they can actually just fill it out and they can join it from right over there. Nevertheless, itself, guys, if you don't want to join, it's totally fine. This is only for those kids who actually want to be a part of DevTown, who want to participate right over here, grow into this community itself. And if you guys have any questions or queries related to that, you guys can ask me. Okay, I'm from Sri Lanka. How can I join? So just fill out the form itself. There is no like limit. Okay, that okay, you are from Africa will not take you in. It's not like that. We have got 16,000 community members from all across the globe, not just from India, not just from Sri Lanka, not just from Pakistan, but from all across the globe itself, guys. So, you guys want to become a community members, you guys can definitely join right over here. The class is over, guys. You guys can leave. If you have any questions or queries related to the community members, I will help you guys out with that. The class is over, guys. You guys can definitely leave. Okay, the class is over. You guys can definitely leave itself. Okay, there is the class is over, guys. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time. We'll continue from right over there itself, guys. And for those who want to become the citizens of DevTown, you guys can just fill this particular form. Somebody from DevTown will be reaching out to you guys, will be helping you guys out throughout the entire process. You will be receiving an offer letter as well as a particular like letter of joining from DevTown as a campus ambassador itself, guys. That is as a citizen of DevTown. Okay. in that 10 hours course, is necessary to be a DevTown ambassador to get that certificate? Absolutely yes, Rohan. Okay, the course is available for everybody, but the certificates will be only given to those students who are a campus ambassador at DevTown. That is the citizen at DevTown itself. The course will be freely available for everybody to use, everybody to learn for, but the certificates will only be given as a perk to the citizens itself, guys. The class is over, guys. You guys can leave. We'll meet in tomorrow's class itself. Those who have missed out on the attendance, please make sure you're coming to the class tomorrow on time itself. I'm giving you the last warning. You'll still get your certificates, but please be on time from tomorrow's class. Okay. I provided you guys with the same. How old is your dog? Almost 1.5 years itself. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. And we'll meet in tomorrow's class and we'll be continuing from right over here. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye.